Okay, welcome to the JV Tools area. Now, you're going to see absolutely everything you need on this page, and we're going to show you a demo of RCW in just a few moments. But before we do, I kind of want to tell you what's going on here on this page. You'll see swipes below me, including swipes for the pre-launch. The pre-launch starts on June 10th, and we're going to have some great training videos and basically get everybody warmed up, all of your leads as well warmed up, before we go live. We're going to do some competitions for the pre-launch as well. Now, the cool thing is we hard code everything, so it doesn't matter whether you're on ClickBank or JVZoo, you actually, all of your leads are coded to you so that you get the sale when the doors open, and that's really, really important. We want to make sure that everyone gets paid for every single dime and every single lead, okay? We want to make sure you're profiting. Now, you're going to see also on here cloaked links, you're going to see banners, you're going to see viral videos. Again, it's a viral video you can use for your own videos and what have you. So we've got a ton of resources on here to help you make as much money as possible. And if you have any questions, do let myself, Alan, or Dylan know, and we'll do our best to make sure you get absolutely whatever you need to make this an absolutely stellar launch. Now, again, we'll talk about a little bit about this dual launch real quick. For JVZoo, to qualify for instant commissions, you need to have at least 50 sales. If you don't hit that mark, we suggest ClickBank because you don't need any approval process for that. We can only approve you on JVZoo for instant payments if you have 50 sales or more or a current working relationship with us. Same with a lot of launches out there. So the cool thing with ClickBank, though, is no approval process. We're using one-click upsells, and you get paid within 14 days direct to your bank account. Can't say fairer than that. So even with delayed payments on JVZoo, delayed payments are 45 to 60 days. So ClickBank is the better option in that case. But we want to make sure that for everybody out there, we've got two networks where you can have you make as much money as possible. Make it easy, easy, easy. That's our goal here. So with that being said, get your affiliate link, get your swipes, get your banners, get rocking and rolling. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to Alan, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the product and demo all the cool stuff that we've added to this software.
Hello there, JVs. This is Alan Brown, and I'd like to introduce to you today Rapid Content Wizard Lightning Edition. Now, this is a new upgraded version of Rapid Content Wizard that, as most of you probably know, was an extremely successful launch. We had huge EPCs for this. I want to introduce to you this new version. This has been completely redesigned. It has been written from the ground up. We've added all kinds of great new features to it, and I want to just give you a demo and show you what this is all about. So why don't we get started? This is the main area. This is a fully featured Word editor that we have in here now. We have some sliders in here that allow you some control, and I'm just going to put a keyword in here and I'm going to get us started and just show you how all this works. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a keyword of cats in here, and I'm going to start off either by clicking on paragraphs, or I'm just going to hit enter, the enter key, and it will start, and it's going to pull up paragraphs for us. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to explain some of the other cool features this edition has. This is using the latest Microsoft technology that's available. So like I said, this was all rewritten. Now we also have features in here where we can come up with lists of titles, thumbnails, Wikimedia images, Flickr images, YouTube, Yahoo. We now are going to have infographics that you can pull in here. We have products that you can use, Amazon for one thing for monetization, or ClickBank, Commission Junction. And we also have the randomizer key, which is just like the old version where you can just click one button and generate everything on one page. We also have an API in here to Article Builder for those of you who may have that. And we also have a filter in here which allows you to exclude certain words you don't want in your paragraphs. Okay, and as you can see, we are now done. We now have a list of paragraphs in here, and these paragraphs are all scored, as you can see. So they're all scored basically on where the keyword exists in the paragraph and how many times it exists. So You can see right here we have quite a list of paragraphs to choose from. You have two choices here. You can just either double click on these like I'm going to do here, and it will just put them into the word editor. Or if you wanted to say insert one in between here, you could do that too. You see the little red blinking cursor here? That little red means that that's the insertion point, and you can just drop that in here. So you can either drag and drop, or you can just double click. You'll also notice here down at the bottom there's a graph for number of words. So this is actually the number will go up as you double click and add paragraphs to this. So I'll just keep doing that. So by being able to come in here and just choose what you want, you can make this a tier 1 or readable article. So anyhow, I just wanted to mention that to you. That's why we put all this scoring in here. And I'm just going to, for the sake of things, I'm just going to start grabbing some things and posting them in here. And let's see here. We're up to, as you can see down here, we're up to about 500 words right now. So I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, we're close to about 800 words. So as you can see here now, we have an article with about 800 words. That's great. Now we can add more things to this. So I'm just going to go along the top here, and I'm going to pick a title. Again, the titles are scored based on the keywords. So I'm just going to pick anything. Just double click on it. It sticks the title up here. Real easy to do. I'm now going to pick a thumbnail. Okay, and as you can see, we now have a list of thumbnails that we can choose from. So I'm going to come down here, just pick a nice one. Let's see here, maybe that one. And there you go, you have a thumbnail in here, and now I'm going to pick a Flickr image. Okay, and now we have an image that we can put in here, so I'm going to come down here and pick another nice little kitty here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe this one. Okay, and now we have that in here as well. And the next thing we want to do is have a YouTube video. Okay, we have some YouTube videos to choose from, so that one looks interesting, so I'll put that in here. Okay, and now I think we have our content. Oh, one thing I should mention here, you're probably wondering why these tags are in here. These are called shortcodes. And the reason is this is a word editor, and we want to be able to create HTML with this. So for the word editor purposes, we use shortcode, and then I'll show you in just a minute how this gets converted into HTML. And but anyhow, this is pretty good, looking pretty good at this point. Now I want to monetize it. So I'm just going to go here and I'm going to click on an Amazon, and we'll pick a product in here, and we'll just stick this on the end, and then we'll be good to go. Let me see here. So I'm going to come down to the bottom here, and I'm going to probably just pick something like that. And there we go. We have our Amazon. Oh, just before we get off of this section, I'm going to show you here. You have laser. This was laser targeted. And you also have LSI words. If I click on that, it shows you the LSI words. So you can also pick paragraphs that have these in them, or you can change these yourself to anything you want. I'm not going to use this right now, but I'm just showing you that's one of the criteria you could have used. Also down here we have sliders. So if you wanted to say how big your paragraph, the maximum paragraph size, minimum number of selected paragraphs, all that. See, we just giving people so much control. People are just gonna lap this up when they see it, because it isn't just it is random, but it's not only random, it's a controlled random, and people like to have control so that they can make these articles as readable as possible, but have the random part of it in there, so they can do that with this, and that's what we gave that to them. So I wanted to show you that. Now, let's see what else we have. Again, I just want to show you this little options here. So again, you can select the number of images you want to pull back, the number, everything. This is just giving you great flexibility to be able to do what you want. Okay? So I've shown you that, and I want to go over here to the preview. Okay, and on preview, this is now put into HTML. This is HTML we're looking at here. This edit page allows you to change any of this if you want. And then we can come over here to the preview, and there we go. We've got the thumbnail, and then we have an image, and then we have the video, and then we come down here, and then we have our Amazon product here with reviews and everything else on here. So this is really, really good to go, and this is good. Now, if you just want to check for a minute here and see how unique this article is, we have this little Copyscape button. We had this in the previous version of Rapid Content Wizard, but we've enhanced it a little bit. I'm just going to show you this in a second when it comes up. And there it is. It's come up at 61% unique. What we've done is we've also, Copyscape also will tell you the text that it feels has been repeated over many times over the internet. And what we've done is we've highlighted the text that it tells us is duplicate in red. So you can see that here. You come down here and you can see all this red text down here. And then what you can do is you can come over to the Edit tab. And it also has this in red. And in the Edit tab you can either delete this or rewrite it or do whatever you want. And that will increase the 61% to a much higher number. So you can, I strongly encourage everybody to use that. Anyhow, just wanted to show you that's a nice little feature we have. I can remove the red text here, and now I'm going to show you what the posting here. Here we can post to WordPress and Facebook. This Facebook is new. We didn't have this in the last version. So I'm going to come here and pick a website, and I didn't mean to pick that one, so I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to come here and we can post to a page. And I'm also going to come over here to Facebook. And I have a Facebook set up. And what this will do is it'll post to either my personal profile or it'll post to my fan pages or my groups. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to click this button here, and it's going to go out and it's going to grab all my pages and all my groups. And this just takes a second, but this is really cool because now you can you can set this all up on Autopilot and post to your Facebook groups or to your pages, and that's really awesome. That's really powerful. So here I have a page I'm going to select. I'm going to pick this one here, and I'm going to put some text in here, that will show up on the top, and that's good to go. And I've got this over here. I've got an article. Okay, great. See how simple that was? That was really, really easy. All I have to do is click this post button, and off and away it goes. And then we'll go over here. Okay, that's done. And I'm going to come over here, and I already have some articles over here, but I'm just going to refresh this. This is a demo site, so don't hold me to anything here. Okay, this one we just posted. Okay, and then you can see, yeah, there's the image that we had. There's the video, and then you come down here, and there you go. Here we have the Amazon. Okay, so that is all in there. That's good and ready to go. One quick thing, I want to go to the. I would like to show you the Facebook post as well. So I'm going to just jump into my Facebook, and as you can see, wow, right at the top of thing, it's already been posted to my account, and this is the page that it posted to. So you come up here, and you will see that. Check this out. Here it is. Okay, so that just shows you that the Facebook posting works. Let me go back and get out of this, and let me just show you here. You can save this. Look what you can do. You can save this as a PDF, so you can create PLR content out of this. You can pull these up, save these off as PDFs, and boom, you can post these to PDF directories, or you can post these as PLR, save them as text, you can save them as HTML. We have a bulk creator here. I'm not going to get too much into this, but I just want to show you that you can create multiple versions of this article, and then you can actually take the multiple versions and create a campaign and post using those versions. So I can create 20 articles, 20 versions of this article, and then have it post on Autopilot, all the 20 versions, a random version on a different day. So you can see here I have two things. This is where I can spin it. I can say 20, I want 20 or 250, as many as I want, and this will either just create the articles, or you can click the Start Campaign, and this will actually, just in one click of a button, will set up a campaign for you to post on Autopilot. All these articles randomly to your blog. So I just wanted to show you that. That's really cool. I mean, there's just so many features in this thing. You know, I can just see people really going nuts being able to just generate all this content and put it on Autopilot, and then just having the control to be able to just create this stuff up is just amazing. And I am going to now come out of here, come back, and I want to show you the campaigns. So as I showed you on here, there's you can create these campaigns. I'm just going to show you one that I created. This was one from earlier, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you, just go through these. These are the main settings, but you can see this one is going to post from articles, random articles from this folder location. So if you got articles in here, it'll post them, or it'll generate them as well. You know, it's just clicking. It's just a matter of unclicking or unclicking this. You can post to Facebook on Autopilot for these campaigns. We have Article Builder, which is, if you have that, and we have an API to that, will give you really unique content. Here we have content settings, where you can go in and you can indicate how many words you want the article to be, how many titles, all the stuff that I talked about earlier. These sliders, again, allow you control as to how much content you want. This is the layout settings. So if you want to say you want to have, say, a ClickBank offer appear half the time, 50% of the time that it's posted, you can put that here, 50% or 20% or 100%, whatever you want. In here, we also have hooks into Amazon or YouTube or ClickBank, and only wires for backlinking. And I should mention that this also does backlinking. It does backlinking to OnlyWire, Linklicious, Link Pipeline, and I'm just trying to remember them all. They're all in the settings, but there's a whole bunch of them there. But there's a whole lot of backlinking that goes on with these other ones. I'm just going to show you the settings here, just so I got this straight. And the other thing, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, was we have the best spinner and spin rewriters. So if you want to spin your content, you can use that. We have OnlyWire and Backlinks Indexer. That was the one I forgot. Link Pipeline and Linklicious. So we have you covered here. We have all kinds of backlinking that's going on in here. And then let me just kind of go over here to the scheduler. And this is where everything happens in the background if you want to just do everything on Autopilot. So you can see I have these all set up. These will post 3 times a day, 1 post per time per frequency, I guess you would say. And then you have this is the date of the next post, and then you have a status here. You can also go in here and change this. I can click on here and say, well, maybe I want to post, you know, next week on the 22nd. So I put that here, and that's when it will post. And this is a little countdown. So the countdown timer. This will post every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever you set this up to be. So that's Rapid Content Wizard Lightning Edition in a nutshell. And I just wanted to show this to you. I'm really excited about it. I think this is, I think Rapid Content Wizard, its original product, was a good product. We had high EPCs with it. We had a lot of sales, which was incredible. I expect this one to be even greater. I think this has since it's been redesigned, it's got a lot more features in it. It's a lot more stable, and I think that people are just going to love their flexibility to be able to create content the way they want it created, or to have it randomly done for them, or to have control over the whole process. That's what this is all about, and this is from listening to our customers. So I'm real excited about it. I'm real excited that you, the JVs, want to get involved in this, and I think that you'll be rocking and rolling with high EPCs with this one.